So we are not going to allow our CV and name be tarnished because of a village registrar or a parish registrar who messed up. I was not, and she was not, the commissioners were not in every village. Villagers did the right thing. If you pick the DRR forms and at sub-county you alter results, we shall take you on. Some of the alterations were even done by candidates, I'm told. Some of the candidates who were praying, even petitioning, some of them who were winners, participated in the alterations. We must all repent where we did wrong. It should not only be Tanga Odoi, oh, Tanga Odoi must resign. The reason for resigning must be clear. If you make me resign, get me on the wrong for me to resign.
Are they aware that you're going to dismiss them?
They are aware. We addressed them here when the chairman of the party was here. That NMS that comes in your district as a registrar, you altered results, we have information and evidence after the tribunal, we shall dismiss you in public interest. They are not safe. And if we dismiss you and they take you to court, they take you to court.
If they are managed by Tanga Odoi, and I told them that we as members of the Central Executive Committee, we did not have confidence in Tanga Odoi because he had run elections for more than 3 times and the results were not very good. So we had gone to the president and told him that Tanga has completed his tenure. Let him go and we'll get another position. But somehow they pulled up me. And when we were told to go, when we went back with names, we found the position has changed, that Tanga should continue. But what you are seeing here, the petitions among the parties, the result of the activities of Tanga, and is working under instructions of some individuals. So I'm going to talk to my colleagues so that this last election is not involved. We have other members, other commissioners who can do this work. So that's something that we are going to talk about. Now, there was also a request by the chairman of the General Secretary that I should help them to get retreats to discuss the integration process and the ESC message, and I've said I'm going to do it. So that's in summary what we're going to talk. I told them that, if someone has got sanctions, cannot even travel out of Uganda, how can that be illegal? This week, there's a meeting of all the speakers, the World Conference of Speakers, which is in Geneva. But our speaker cannot go, because he cannot travel out of the country. It's under sanctions for corruption, not for homosexuality, it's corruption. I was the first one to fight homosexuality. I went to Canada. I blasted the foreign minister of Canada personally in Montreal. I told him, don't talk to me about, don't force the habits on me. I've paid for my ticket, I'm paying for my hotel, I'm buying my own food. You are not paying for anything, so don't talk to me about that. In Canada there, and everybody at the meeting said, because they were afraid. So we cannot have someone who is fairly corrupt.
Yes, sir.
Someone has also dismissed you.
That what?
They dismissed the petition.
There is a former speaker who said that you should leave alone the SEC election. Tell me more.
Former speaker of what?
Doctor, how are you?
Fine. Who is that addressing the press outside there? I didn't know that. She has not addressed me. She must know I'm the one who nominated her. Okay? Anyone nominated must come back here to complain officially. Thank you. Let's start off. This is an off-cuff press conference. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell members of the public and NRM stalwarts that, first of all, to thank them for participating in all our activities of the party electoral processes. The next election will be on 14th August 2025. We have primaries for LOC3 chairpersons as well as LOC3 councillors. That election will follow the normal processes of election. The process is lining up. Members of the NRM community assemble at their baraza point at 10 a.m., except for Karamoja, which will start at 9 a.m. Then the due process of reading their names through the register takes place up to 11:45 a.m. Election by lining up starts at exactly midday, and should end for LOC3 chairpersons and LOC3 councillors. It should end at 2 p.m. From 3 to 4 p.m. on the same day, then we shall have election for councillors of the special interest group. Councillors to represent special interest group, PWDs, the youth, the women at the level of LOC3. That election will take place at 3 to 4. That is, beg your pardon, categories of special interest group for that election are the PWDs, the older persons, and the youth, not the women and the youth, because the women will be voted directly. Now, this will take place immediately after election of councillors and chairpersons at LOC3 on the same day, 14th. I want that to be very clear. On the same day, 14th, we shall be having that election. Now, the details will be with you. I'll be giving this detail later to you in a special summary. The next thing for which we want NRM people to know is that the tribunal has started releasing its results. Don't come to the Electoral Commission once you get the results. The results are final. This has been expressed by the chairperson of the tribunal and even the director of legal services, Mr. Enoch Barata. But people still come here to ask us what will happen to me if my petition is not respected. If your petition is found to be wanting, please, that is the final court with regard to primaries. If you're a member of parliament and your petition does not succeed, please go home and join the NRM fraternity to support the flag bearer. Don't even address a press conference abusing the commission or any people or any person in the commission. It does not help you. Whether you throw hard words against the commission or Tanga Odoi, because your petition has not overturned the victor of the other, please, I want to smile and say that is the result. I need my peace, the commission needs peace, because we have other elections to continue with. We shall not dwell on one thing day in, day out. The next piece of information I want to give is that we are calling all SEC candidates except the chairman, who is unopposed, for a meeting on the 12th, next week, 12th August, 2025. All those vying for SEC, from the level of the first national vice chairman, down up to the leagues, the commission, in conjunction with the secretariat and the secretary general, is convening a meeting on Tuesday. That date, Tuesday, will be next week. You help me count. Tuesday next week at 9 a.m. Where? Here, the NRM Electoral Commission headquarters. Why do we want candidates to come for a meeting? They are now making consultations with the voters and the people out there. Next week, Tuesday, will be 12th. They are making consultations with the voters, but some of them are already using bad language. Some of them are already abusive. Some of them are describing, using adjectives and adverbs which are negative about others. We want them to come, and we agree that as national leaders of the party, the decorum, their level of decorum and integrity should be high. We also want to meet them to take them through the do's and the don'ts for the election coming on 27th August. We want to take them through how we have arranged how to handle that election. So that when they are in Kololo, this time it is not Nambole because Nambole is sponsoring or is hosting AFCON, Chan. We are going to use Kololo. We want to take them through what we shall be doing, and they give us their piece of advice or their suggestions for us to input in our arrangement. We want to get them engaged with us more than we engaged MPs, because they are the most senior leaders of the party. We want to tell them the truth so that they don't prevail and use rumors, speculations to form their perception about the electoral commission of the party and about the secretariat. We want to tell them, some of them, that this electoral commission has not suffered from any multiple organ failure, as one of them put in Akasa Meme barometer, that this very commission, which nominated him, which is going to pretend over his election, is very strong, transparent, and ready to deliver him as a failure or as a success. This commission will either release him as a success or as a failure, or as a failure or a success. And we want him to know we are in charge. And any other who was thinking the same, so that they know we are fully in charge. The chairman of the party is not in charge of this election. The chairman of the party is a law-abiding citizen. He wants the commission to be independent to deal with this. So we are going to meet all of them with the candidates, and we hear from them. We hear they are already accusing one another. We want to hear those accusations, and we want to be the honest arbiter in solving that nexus. We are hearing a lot through the press. We want to meet them. We want to thank the Entrepreneurs League. We met them yesterday. We had a very fruitful discussion with them, Entrepreneurs League. Those who are not here were represented. But we want to request them not to send representatives, because that's the last meeting. Then they go. Let them come as them. We want to hear from them. Even when they are annoyed and grieved to have participated, some of them in the primaries and lost, let them come, because they have another election. So the reason for calling this meeting is to try as much as possible to align our activities with the interests of the members, but also the Constitution. We are reading through the press. I've just been reading some ad in the Monitor and the New Vision, where some of them are suggesting that even those new chairpersons we are voting on 14th should be allowed to come. We want to abide and follow the Constitution. What the Constitution says is what we shall follow. If the Constitution is not amended, and you have very many supporters who are just going to be elected and they are not part of it, they will not come. So the meeting for 12th is very, very important, and a rare one of its kind. Meeting will be at plot 13, starting at 9 exactly, because these are leaders who should keep time. 9 a.m. exactly, to deal with issues for the delegates conference, which is due to start on 20th and end with whatever. The Secretary General has released the roadmap, which is agreeable to the NRM Electoral Commission. We have no problem. Within the roadmap, our electoral activities will be explained on Tuesday. Which one will we vote first? Which category will we vote second? Why we vote those? I want to thank you, and in case there are any questions than rumors, you ask me. I'll pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think the youth have brought here one petition, not many. There's another one? Come again? Mase Kanyesige has also petitioned. Has petitioned who, against who? The first petition was against Fiona Naku. Now, Mase has also been petitioned. I have not received the one of...
Okay, can we now talk about that on Fiona?
No, we received the petition. I want to be open about this. We received the petition about Fiona Naku. and the petition will go through the normal petitions. Fiona must be given leverage and respect to answer back. Even if another petition comes against another candidate, we shall call them and place it before them. That youth, this is a petition against you. And that exercise will be done with the commission. The commission will do that expeditiously and listen to them. We cannot avoid listening to them. And then the legal fraternity here will guide us on how to go. We've held it before. Some of them become accusations which don't have any end result. But still, we respect them when they come. Usually with the youth politics, there's a lot of malicious propaganda, especially when someone thinks the ground is slippery. And I'm no stranger to them because I grew up my adult life in the university before coming here. So all petitions will be handled without bias. They are only prompting the one of NACO every time. NACO has a right to defend herself. If there's another one about Mercy, she has a right to defend herself. So we've not received any other. We received this one, and we are acting within the realm of the Constitution.
Doctor, how soon can we expect that?
As before the delegates' conference.
Now, thank you, Doctor. My question is, yesterday we received about 46 rulings by the tribunal, most of which have been dismissed.
We have not received officially.
Does this, we were covering that, so we received yesterday.
I know the question you're asking. I can't even answer before. Does it give you relief?
Relief as the chairman.
Every endorsement of an election is a relief to the Electoral Commission. And it's a plus to the Electoral Commission. Every endorsement that the election was okay is a relief to the Electoral Commission, is a relief to the petitioner, and is a relief to the winner. Because even those who petition don't sleep comfortably once petitions have not been handled. But once a petition has been ruled, the Electoral Commission definitely of the party will look at the recommendations where we failed and strengthen. I can even say it with certainty. We are going to dismiss 3/4 of the registrars. 3/4. Because almost all of them are touching on altering results. If we find there are alterations which need court, we shall recommend them to be taken for trial by the courts. We must protect our name as a commission. If we assign you a captivity, give you an assignment, and you misuse your office by altering results, and the tribunal gives us that verdict and pinpoints the registrar at sub-county, at parish, or even at district to have done this and the other, our legal team of the secretariat will then take over to see whether we can also reprimand such a person. So we are not going to allow our CV and name be tarnished because of a village registrar, of a parish registrar who messed up. I was not, and she was not, the commissioners were not in every village. Villagers did the right thing. If you pick the DRA forms and at sub-county you alter results, we shall take you on. Some of the alterations were even done by candidates, I'm told. Some of the candidates who were praying, even petitioning, some of them who were winners, participated in the alterations. We must all repent where we did wrong. It should not only be Tanga Odoi, Tanga Odoi must resign. The reason for resigning must be clear. If you make me resign, get me on the wrong for me to resign.
Are they aware that you're going to dismiss them?
They are aware. We addressed them here when the chairman of the party was here. That any mess that comes in your district as a registrar, you altered results, we have information and evidence after the tribunal, we shall dismiss you in public interest. They are not safe. And if we dismiss you and they take you to court, they take you to court. You are not above the law.